Oh, damn, I gotta get this all started up. Started up! I hope we're not bleeding out or anything like that. I hope all the sounds are good. If you're come in and watch this, please tell me what the sound is like. I'm gonna stream for a couple of hours. We got all this stuff set up all around here, but we gotta start working on a little bit more. Got the overlay set up. We've got notifications for when we get support from my friends. Kind of like this, our latest subscriber. How do you like that? Let's try it one more time. We gotta see if we get it in the right spot. Oh yeah, dude. I'm an old fart, but I'm figuring it out. So we're working on the dragon today. I want to make sure it's all focused in as good as possible. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we're going to be streaming for a couple hours this afternoon. I want to paint the gold bounty. We had started using the gaming paints to paint the gold. side of the desk, so I'm hoping that everything's kosher, as they say. So we're gonna try out the spun gold, but we gotta try it out on a part of the section that's not obvious. If you're watching, ooh, hey creepy, how you doing? Thank you. Tell me if the sound is all jiving, please. I know you got a 4-minute lag or something like that, but please tell me if the sound's jiving nice. That'd be really cool of you. Hey, Hoot, how you doing? Feel free to let me know how the sound is jiving with the music in the background. Is it too low? Is it too high? Do I look high? No, not more. No more. Hey, CB. Oh. CB. Nice to see ya. I'm streaming for the first time during the day. I'm usually a video producer, and I schedule my videos and stuff like that, and I started streaming all last week during the nights, but I wanted to get a different crowd, so I'm gonna start streaming during the day between 1 and 4 maybe. I'll try to get out as much as possible. What I've been doing here is I made a big video on my YouTube channel, Just Another Scale Modeler, where we made this bass for my son. He loves this stuff. Perfect. Sounds awesome. Perfect. I'm an old fart, so I kind of all figured out how this stuff goes up this morning. I found a nice playlist, and it looks like everything is set up nicely. I'm even streaming the music, and I'm not dropping any frames, so hope this is good. If you guys really like the channel, subscribe and see if you can get your the notifications to come on up. It's pretty crazy. Let's do one for fun. I want to do one for fun. Well, actually, if you're on the Ron Pare channel, I don't know if it will show up. How's that, baby? Okay, so I made this. There's a video up on my Just Another Scale Modeler channel. So, I don't know where you're watching from, Twitch. Maybe the notifications are hooked up for that too. I'm going to try to get the notifications hooked up for everybody everywhere. But I got to figure it all out, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I look pro, but it's a good tutorial away from being inept. Tip: I use wet water. My water is mixed with a couple of drops of dish soap, so I like to, let's fix the camera. So I like to spray out so that I can spread out my paint a little bit more. I don't like to have thick paint going down. When I'm covering another color, I like a nice variation. Hey Billy, how are you doing? Made some upgrades. Actually, I may actually do a little bit gaming on this channel. If I'm going to do that, I'll cut off the stream to Just Another Scale Modeler, because that's those guys freak out they think I'm nuts when I do that. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty hard to be more nuts than I already am. I actually have it set up too for patreon.com/Ron Pare. I don't have the link up here, but maybe I should put that link up. I'll have to sort that out by maybe putting up little link right around there. We'll do that tomorrow. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will this pedestal. Right on. Yes, I do have a model rail. Well, I got little chunks of model railway kicking around. Let me move the camera here for 1 second. I make those things. I review kits for companies. And I've got a couple of very large modules that will be made into a model railway one day, but I'm in it for the art, kind of just like this stand. So if you're, tell me where you're from in the chat. That's always one of my favorite things about streaming live, is finding out where people are from. Yeah, I just kicked the stand. All I have to do is tell me the country. You don't... Thank you very much, Creep. And just a heads up, if you are if you're watching on one of the various channels, Twitch TV or the YouTube channel Ron Pare, there are openings for moderator positions. So if I see you on the stream like 3 or 4 times and we have a ton of fun together, whew, we just had a subscriber there. Where'd that go for? What? Yeah! Thank you very much, Michael. Or Mikkel. That's there's a problem right there. We'll be trying to figure out how to say people's names. That's kind of fun having a little notification there. That's a ton of fun right there. I'll tell you that. Near Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I'll be in Pennsylvania in November, I believe. There's a show. There's a model railroad. Well, it's not really a model railroad show. It's a model structure show made from model railroaders who are very enthusiastic about structure modeling and stuff like that. One day I'm gonna stop by, Billy. Actually, there's an editor for Railroad Model Craftsman who lives in Rochester. I forget his name. Otto or something like that. He's a part of the Modelers Guild group, the Facebook group I run. He's a pretty good guy. Part of the in crowd. He gets paid to go to the shows. I get paid to go to the shows because I really don't go to shows that I have to pay for. And so if you see me at a show, most likely I'm getting paid to get there. No, but in Pennsylvania, the Fine Scale Expo in November is where I should be a part of it. It's not secure yet. There's a long way out before now on the show. Hey, Digger. Came out to, I'm going to start streaming in the afternoons pretty regularly, so you don't have to wake up the old lady, which is kind of cool. So feel free to ask questions. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat. I'll admit it's totally distracting, but I'm gonna get used to it. Don't cry for me. Is Altoona in Pennsylvania? Yeah, that one. The Fine Scale Expo. Yep. I don't know where it is exactly. It's just I think I last seen that it was in Pennsylvania. I think I gotta apologize for the chat lag. When you chat, it takes about 2 to 4 minutes for it to stream out through the system. So I see the chat come in live, and then it takes about 2 to 4 minutes for it to go from me to you. So I kind of comment the minute you say something, but it takes a couple of seconds for my reply to happen. Oh, really? That's awesome. That's awesome. If and when you see me there, to totally pull me to the side and say, I'm CV Greenaway. This is a trap. That's a trap, isn't it? I don't want to butcher your name. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you CV. Hope that's good. That would be a great montage. You know what? Actually, I shouldn't say this, but I will. Because I've got balls of steel. You see those montage videos come out for, gamers do them and stuff like that, the highlights. I've said a lot of gaffes over the years in my videos. So many that somebody could actually make a whole YouTube channel from all the gaffes that I do. And as long as you don't take an entire video verbatim, and it'd probably make me a little bit happier if you put my Patreon message in there, but you could make videos from my content. I give permission. Under Creative Commons. even if it is a little bit embarrassing, the laugh would probably be priceless. And then I'd get to watch it over and over and over again. And then my family would find out about it. And they'll Chromecast it to the TV. Wow. Well, maybe you shouldn't. Permission's been given. Yes, CB. There is an interesting lineup of clinics. I'm not going to be doing a clinic. I'll be at the Carolina Craftsman Kits table or KC Workshops. I'll probably be switching in between those two tables. I've been spending a lot of time working with those guys over the last 2 months. Actually, since Christmas. We probably have about 4 or 5 builds. Not really reviews, and not really great reviews. I'm feeling my way out. I don't know really what I'm doing yet. And the thing is from one wood kit to another, it's wood. Probably coming from the same place. It all comes down to the instructions, in my opinion. Rusty bearings. Oh, good. Thank you, Digger. This is totally the open-celled foam. You know, the ones that when you cut it up, the little balls fly over the place? Most of my foam projects are that stuff because of... I don't know if it's a great story. I just got to keep on telling it, I think. Because some people heard it, some people don't. When you're a custom model builder, something that I've kind of veer away from now because it's really a race to the bottom. But one of the big things about custom building is once the customer gets the built, you they start to try to barter and stuff like that. And not that this one customer who gave me all this foam was trying to barter, but the thing is you're the guy who's gonna get all the stuff they don't want and they don't think they can sell. So I got boxes and boxes of foam. Like, I'm talking probably about 6 boxes full of this Woodland Scenics foam in all different sorts and sizes. Yes, Jeff Grove. I've been working with Jeff Grove since Christmas, and I've built a number of his kits on video and in private. We have a massive project coming up next month, which is, I can't really talk about it. But I'm as excited as that kid is with a stack of pornos. I'll tell you that right now. I try to keep this stuff PG, but if I go too far, say whoa or something like, I don't know, I might not listen. It might push me farther. So this is the substrate of foam, but as you can see, you see these things right here. These are those Woodland Scenics scenic panels. People use it on the large commercial. I've got a lot. Is a song and a dance, but hear me out. I'm not trying to get you to do anything free. Like, okay, so we were talking the other night about sagebush, and I know that you're you got wheels. Let's say that you got wheels. So at the end of June, I'll pay for you to ship a box to me of the sage. I'll give like over a month to collect some good stuff. And that means, you know, the stuff that would work for HO scale. That would be awesome. If you do that, you know, it's a long time. I don't know if you got a friend or whatever who will help out with that jazz. I don't know if I'm thinking too, like, you say hold your horses, mister, if I'm going too far. I love dragons too. If you've seen the video of making this thing for my son, I'm a big fan of Dragonlance. Like, oh, if I could sit here and stream while listening to the book, man, that would be so cool. I should test it out, the book, to see if the content, licensing would derp it on me. That'd be a good experiment. Cause I love listening to audiobooks. Like, I'm visually impaired. Like, my eyes, if I start reading a book, I'll go to sleep because it just takes too much brain power, man. But yeah, listening to an audiobook while this is going on, that would be good. Eyes. So we've got notifications set up for Just Another Scale Modeler on YouTube. If someone subscribes, the notification will come up. We've got it set up for Patreon. Yeah, so pretty soon we'll have all the notifications from Twitch and the 2 YouTube channels. All the people who can chat on the thing. That's rock and roll. And then also Patreon is like the candle on top of the cake. Sorry to get my big mug in the way, but my eyes are really bad. Kereslutan. I've always been a fan of D&D, and I always knew that I'd be really good as a dungeon master. Like, I am pretty good at telling stories to the kids. Called Elder Scrolls, not Skyrim. I played Skyrim for a while. I liked that game. I loved, actually for Skyrim, it's like when you start fighting a dragon. Oh man! Like, I get wound up. Like, there's only a few games that can really do that to you. And I remember way back in the day, the first Call of Duty came out with shell shock in the game and stuff like that, and you're going through the trenches and stuff like that, and you'd start feeling it. Like, those are the real good games. And Skyrim, when you start fighting a dragon, man, that gets the blood pumping. Billy, in the Modelers Guild Facebook group, is a guy named Jason Jensen. He's a bona fide comic book colorist. He goes to the Comic Cons. He gets paid to go to Comic Cons, and he signs autographs on his pictures, and he's famous. He's on the Modelers Guild group. I talk to him on the phone like 2 or 3 times a week. Like, I'm really blessed. to be able to do what I do. Like you, Joelle, and like you, Billy, and like you, all the other cats in the chat. The CB. See you later, CB. Hope to see you again. I'll be doing this every week. Probably every weekday, mostly every weekday. Starting 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern time. Fantastic way to spend the day, if you ask me. That I'd be interested in doing. We'd be able to pop this into the stream just lickety split. I'd just cut it off of the Just Another Scale Man modeler channel on YouTube so that we don't There's nobody getting in trouble. Tell you the truth, Joel, I'm a morning kind of guy, and starting streaming at 9 o'clock at night was a challenge that I actually had to start taking a special nap in the day to be able to accomplish. So that was a drag. So streaming in the afternoon is really suiting well for me, if I can keep it up. Actually, speaking of Dragonlance, this pile of gold was supposed to be the Black Dragon Kissant's plunder. That was in the first book. I forget which one the first book. The Autumn. Dragons of Autumn Dawning. And they were in Zaxaroth. And that's where Kitsarath is. Or Kissanth. Let me look at this. I want to make sure, see where everybody's coming from. Nobody from Twitch. We want to get people from Twitch to come on. Try to reach that broader crowd. I actually want to reach a younger crowd too. Not like teens, not teenagers, maybe 18 plus. But I like the idea of connecting with people from different hobbies, like tabletop gamers and stuff. So next month, around the 15th of June, I don't know if I actually got through to saying that or it slipped off my tongue. Yeah, Digger, it is a good time in the UK. So yeah, I'm gonna get a newer camera that has autofocus, so no more fiddling with the camera to get focused and all that stuff. Another piece of news is that on Saturdays we're going to be doing a live Q&A chat with Hangouts, and if you're like, and it's going to be 2 o'clock in the afternoon start time, or around 2, maybe 1 or 2. And if you want to get on and chat, get your face down at the bottom in a little square of your own, and maybe share your models and stuff like that. That's going to be Saturday. And to get the link, you would have to go to Modelers Guild on Facebook. Now I realize some of you won't want to go to Modelers Guild on Facebook, and if you're that kind of person and you're it's Saturday and you want to come on, email me, and the email should be in the description now. If it isn't, please chat, put it in the chat that I've got to fix it on whatever platform it is. Maybe it's Twitch, maybe it's Ron Pare, maybe it's just another... Oh, I got just another scale modeler fixed up. Don't worry about that. Yeah, they do make nice affordable webcams now. I'm looking to get a really nice one. It's called the Logitech 920. Yes, I'm sorry about that, Digger. So we're gonna do a time in the afternoon so people can watch it in Europe, because I think there's gonna be a lot bigger of a crowd coming from Europe than there is from the United States. The United States is kind of tribey, cliquey. You know, if you're not in my group, you're nobody. So you know, cater to the European crowd and maybe get a nice following there, and that I can work with. That would be fantastic. And you know, those guys who come on later at night can watch after the fact. But Saturday is the afternoon hangout Q&A, and then Sunday will be a 9 o'clock hangout Q&A. So each of those, the links for Saturday and Sunday, the links will be on the Facebook, YouTube, or Facebook, or the the Modelers Guild group on Facebook. Consider joining it too, because the maze, it's not that you have to be a great artist to be on the Modelers Guild. Like, there's nobody criticizing anybody there. I put the band hammer down on the most biggest celebrities ever, and I paid for it. That's okay. I don't care. Like, there's celebrities, a few of them, vice president of the NMRA, kicked his ass out. Out! Causing drama. That stuff doesn't happen on the Modelers Guild, and hence we've got modelers from all over the world there, like China, Australia, Germany, Holland, Sweden, Spain, UK, North America, Mexico, Brazil, Colombia. We've got people from everywhere there. People who don't speak English because of the photographs. And that's fun, man, because those guys are good. You know, Digger, you can help me out in a number of ways. Because you are located in the UK. When you share my content, you are geolocating the share so that it goes to people around you. And it would be amazing if you could share this on the platforms that you communicate on. I'm not telling you to join somewhere, but if you already communicate somewhere and you think it's appropriate, it would be an unbelievable... It would be a piece of help that I could not do personally. Like, geolocating these shares is something that's near impossible to do unless you have a VPN, a virtual private network connection, and that's really janky. That's cheating. Only the rich guys can do that. I had a comment yesterday saying that I talk too much. I don't know if it was because I was being derogatory or doing something like that. I don't know what happened, but I apologize to those who think I talk too much. I kind of feel like it goes hand in hand with live streaming, like... Like, it's not like I'm a giraffe waiting to drop a pup, you know what I mean? Gotta say something, keep people interested. Thank you very much, Digger. And Bob... Joel, I don't know if you're talking about the Modelers Guild group. Bob is my co-administrator. He's a great guy. He's a volunteer. He's a unbelievable photographer. He's at that age where he would never ever go on YouTube. I've asked him a number of times. Another good thing about the Facebook group is that you can find out where I'm going. If I have an event, I'll set it up in the group and everybody gets notifications. You said it, not me, Joel. T-minus 4 minutes to get them. Oh yeah, I've got a question on house cleaning decorum. Is the chat readable on the screen? It's not like I can really change it all that much. I can maybe make the font a little bit bigger. I'm kind of interested to get the best quality out as possible. We upgraded the internet last month. That was patron supporters. I was only able to do that because I can chip in another couple of bucks to pay for the better the more bandwidth for the stream. The other thing is too, music. There's a heavy metal list. I'm all over the board with my taste in music. Like, actually, I'm an 80s music guy. You give me the Talking Heads any day of the week. But the Twitch music streams, I know I took the adventure one. Because it kind of, I'm adventurous. So if you've got a taste in music, maybe other people have that taste in music, and maybe I'll change the playlist to suit. Know what I mean, Vern? No mean, Vern. Actually, microphone's over there. Because of the music, I can listen to the music too. If I have the music too loud, it'll bleed into the mic. These are things you all learn by screwing it up hardcore. We had a big discussion the other Sunday night about glues, and I don't know how if you've been watching how much I've been putting water onto this. My Weld Bond glue, even though made from Scenic glue, is holding up strong. Like, it's not falling apart. Oops. Did you see that? I'm gonna have to glue that frickin' piece back on. But for the most part, these big piles are glued in solid, and they're not coming apart. This one pile's coming apart. The one thing you're gonna learn about me is I have no scruples about sharing my mistakes. I think that people actually learn a lot when you share your mistakes. So, yeah, I used to do the Skid Row thing, but that's we can't do commercial music. We got to do the we're talking about music in the realm of themes. Yeah, looks like Screensavers has just emailed me. I'm trying to get on the Screensavers to ask a question about the Ferris wheel. Get some nice LED lighting on it. So. What I'm thinking about for the Ferris wheel is I seen a product once that can be used on a bicycle wheel, and when the bicycle wheel's going really fast, it's doing stars and stuff like that on the wheel. So it's super duper maker stuff. So if those guys help me out, that'd be great, and then maybe we can get some fantastic lighting on the Ferris wheel so that it, you know, knocks our socks off. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this side over here, and all I'm gonna do is use my wet water to spray into the hole so that it's gonna penetrate the stone as much as it can, and then I'm gonna let it sit for a minute, and then I'm gonna use my scenic glue, and that scenic glue is gonna get pulled down with the water into the little crevices and glue it up solid. Yeah, I like Skid Row. Actually, Sebastian Bach is from Toronto, 2.5 hours up the road from me. I don't know him. We're the same age, but fun fact. You know what? I know that, Billy, and I'll tell you why. As I break a carboy. I work for the person who founded this magazine. Build models for him for every now and then. So I get all the information. Carnival magazine. I read about all the carnivals every month. I'm not a big fan. It's just I get a free subscription comp to me every year. All I have to do is do a little bit of work. I keep that work at a minimum, though. Doesn't come without its drama. Skulls and a rib cage. What a good idea. I wouldn't want to craft my own, but it'd be neat if I could find some miniature things that I could paint up. Put some skulls and stuff like that in here, yeah. Then again, out in the barn, I know there's a couple of birds that have been dead birds that have turned to bones. Could probably take those and clean them up and glycerin them up, preserve them, because they're years old. They've been eaten dry by the bacteria. I don't like music with words. Just so you know, Spotify. That's not gonna work. Right on, right on, right on. I don't think a dragon would eat around its hoard, but what would happen to the guys who are caught with their fingers in the cookie jar? Huh? Maybe they'd be just tossed to the side. I'm going around for my second coat of paint. Actually, we've got to put that glue in there. Oh, we're getting good penetration there. That's going to be fixed up solid. Awesome. I was happy to see that. You know, I didn't want to see the glue puddle up in any way. I wanted to see it sink right down, because that's, you know, it's working then. That's a good idea, Billy. The bird carcass. Wow, Michael Harmon, thank you for subscribing. Yo, yeah. We gotta do something to be able to. It is mid-afternoon. It's like, you know, a college way. Have a shot or something like that every time somebody subscribes. Or actually becomes a patron supporter. Ah, whatever. For both. I'm game. They were a little sick in the head. Thank you for subscribing, Mr. Harmon. Much appreciated. Charbroiled, yeah, you're right. Then again, I could probably put, if I found the Horcruxes, you know, the Sword of Gryffindor, or I think it's the cup of Ravenclaw. Well, no, actually, it's a Odenda of Ravenclaw. Do the Horcruxes and do Bellatrix Lestrange's vault in man, I got crap memory. I just listened to the books. Gringotts. The vault in Gringotts. Even if you're not a patron supporter or a subscriber, I wish you would be, but if you're not, thanks for watching anyways. If you're from somewhere out in anywhere else. What I'm gonna call the series, you guys might be able to help me with the name of the series. An experimentation video, so that I can, we had a big discussion about glues, and I would like to find out what's the differences, which glues are suitable of all the brands that I've got available locally to me. So I'll buy a bottle of each, and I'll experiment with them. And my daughter, she loves making slime, right? So she's been using the glue in her slime, which is pretty crazy. Looks like I'm gonna have to leave this section alone. Because the more I touch it, the more I muck it up. That's what I get for saying, oh, this thing's bulletproof. I'm gonna paint below and around it. We'll just leave that be. The Q&A, sorry, Michael, it is, so there's one for European time zone starting around 2 o'clock on Saturday. And the second one is 9 o'clock Sunday evening. And both of those, you can either email me from the email in the description below. Here, I'll put my email into the thing here. And if you email me or go to the Modelers Guild on Facebook, you'll be able to get the link to come into the show and talk out of the screen at everybody, not just being part of the live chat, what you're in right now. So I'm going to make that available on Saturday and Sunday evening, or Saturday and Sunday, Saturday afternoon, Sunday evening. Saturday's for European, well, it's for everybody who's consuming content at that time, but it's geared to be able to be you know, good for Europeans, because at around 9 o'clock in the evening, though, it's like, as Digger says, it's 2:30 in the morning, so we're gonna get a bunch of drunkards come crawling out of the bar. They started asking nasty questions there Sunday night. I had to set up a couple of moderators there to clean things up. Thank you for watching, Joel. Thanks for stopping by. As always, you're a great addition to the chat. Thank you. Tomorrow, if I get to streaming, I'm going to be trying to do this daily, but if something gets in the way, it gets in the real life gets in the way. It's just all there is to it, right? So, if we stream tomorrow, I want to start a new kit. It's actually a just released kit from Carolina Craftsman kits. It's another Waterfront series kit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna give it away after it's done. Well, if somebody wants to purchase it, I've got a buddy who's close by who it was Sparky's Lake. It might look good there, but I want to wait till there's like 20 or 30 patrons to raffle off too. I think that, it's kind of, while you're building up your patron following, you can Now the key in this little shield medallion or whatever it is, I think I'm gonna make them maybe a bronze color or some kind of brass, so that it's starting to get a little tarnished. But we're definitely going to have to move on from this, let it dry, because I don't want to get too much paint in a single layer down on it. Let's see how things looking now. Get this out of his mouth. I'm thinking that this, the cotton batten will work if I embed a wire in the middle of it. So I'll probably crazy glue a wire to the top of his tongue and put crazy glue on the wire and then feed in the cotton batten until it fits nicely, and then I don't know, I gotta figure out how good ways to paint cotton batten too, because it's not really easy to just put ink in it. It gets it all sticky. I did put ink in it to test things out. I don't know, we gotta test it out. It's all about experimenting. Like that. Yeah, I actually put all kinds of stuff on there. When a patron supports the channel, that'll go up. So, yeah, the gold is really looking a lot better. The yellow, it was nice. Well, it's not yellow. It's called gold. I can't. What happened to the music? Did it disappear? No. I'm gonna go refill my drink, if that's okay with you. Be right back, and we'll look at tomorrow's kit. I have to sort out this brush too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to experiment with it. It's not like I'm gonna paint it on the dragon. I'll have to experiment with it to get the consistency right. I don't really want the paint to sit on top of the cotton batten. I want it to be integrated or penetrated into it. So I don't know if that's gonna work or not. But as it stands, that gold is really popping nice. Like when it goes on wet, it kind of looks dull. But now that it's drying, it's really intermingling with that underneath bright yellow, and it's shimmering. And you know, like when something starts really working, you start getting really excited about it. So yeah, that's kind of fun. something that Joel was saying was that about rib cages and stuff like that, and then we wondered if yeah. You know, I'm gonna save the whole waterfront show and tell till tomorrow. Might as well just keep it topic based. There's either an owl on the roof or the wind is doing a bottle rocket off the chimney. Yeah, same time tomorrow. I'm hoping. My wife wants me to go somewhere with her, but I'm going to try to do it in the morning. Just kind of covering up all the gold that that got painted outside of the lines, I guess you could say. Hey, Infinity Gaming, thanks for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. Just here. Ooh. Uh-oh. You can really tell when the turpentine gets spilt. Whoop! Actually smells like camping, you know, like the pine saw. Infinity Gaming, I've seen that name before. What do you play? And feel free to ask me any questions. I'm kind of like, what am I doing? I'm making a this is a base for Dragon. This was a birthday present for my son. So we're just kind of coloring it up, just taking it to the next level. There's about a 2 to 4 minute lag too, so please be patient. I know you chat and then it takes a couple of seconds. I'm streaming to a couple of channels, Twitch, over YouTube, and a couple over other places, so the effect of that is that there's a lag, which is a drag, but that's what we got. Right on. My son and my daughter play a lot of Roblox. I particularly like it when they make pizzas. Or my daughter steals cars too. Oh my gosh. But me, I'm partial to Minecraft and Feed the Beast. I'm an old bugger, but I made myself a few nuclear power plants in survival mode, no cheaties. Infinity Gaming. Check them out. You gotta tell me where you're from though, Infinity. Probably the United States. What state? And now that I shouted you out, subscribe, bro. I haven't been able to see it, sorry. Haven't been able to see your thumbnail, sorry. I'll check it out after the stream though. Hmm.
Do you have a scooper in the dog food?
I do now. Cat food.
Yeah.
New Zealand, rock and roll. That's awesome. Now my son's name on Roblox is Dylan He Builder. And my daughter, she plays Roblox and she's Jessie Girl. Ooh, sweet. Definitely check out that. What time is it in New Zealand right now? I'm going to guess 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 a.m. Or maybe 5 a.m. You tell me if I'm close. Is it 5 a.m. there in New Zealand? Probably 5:31. Excuse me. Alright, we gotta turn this thing off post haste. We had a big problem. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.